It is a live producer's worst nightmare. You have a full audience, a packed schedule, and suddenly the venue's network goes dark. To survive an infrastructure failure, your presentation setup has to be entirely self-contained. Your core tools must run locally. We are going to isolate your workflow by mastering 3 essential skills: launching a local workspace, generating text assets on the fly, and routing a live camera feed. By executing these steps, you build a resilient, broadcast-ready presentation environment that runs flawlessly, even if the building loses its internet connection completely. When you first launch the software, it prompts for credentials to access cloud storage. You do not have to sign in. To bypass this, look below the main login fields and click Continue Locally, No Internet Needed. This bypasses the authentication server entirely, creating an unregistered offline session. Your files remain strictly on your own local hardware. This selection drops you directly into the main presentation dashboard. This diagram breaks down the presentation console. Everything shares one screen: active preview up top, tools right, and timeline below. Notice the data flow. The bottom navigator holds your deck, pushing slides into the live slide window, the exact monitor of what the audience sees. Locking these distinct control zones side by side removes the need to switch windows, reducing your cognitive load and minimizing the risk of misclicks during a live event. Let's test this workflow by building a new scripture slide under a time limit. The standard approach uses the Quick Release Verse panel. Here, you navigate drop-down menus to manually dial in the exact book, chapter, and verse. But if a speaker calls an audible on stage and discusses a broad topic, manual searching is too slow. This is when you use the AI keyword suggest protocol. Simply type a thematic word, such as faith or love, into the prompt box. The software immediately finds a relevant verse and populates the text field for you. Generating the text is only the first step. You must ensure the audience can read it clearly against bright venue lighting or glare. To maximize legibility, bump the font size up past 1.5 and switch your font style to a thick, heavy sans serif, like Impact or Ultra Bold. Next, go to the background settings and select the Glow preset. This creates immediate contrast, separating your thick text from the visuals behind it. Combining a topical AI search with these high-contrast typographic presets condenses your reaction time from several minutes to a few seconds. With the text formatted, our final step is to bring in a live physical camera feed. Look at the Visuals panel on your dashboard. Clicking the Webcam Overlay button routes your connected camera feed directly onto the current slide. Before activating this, ensure your physical camera is plugged in and that your operating system settings explicitly grant camera permissions to the application. If not, the background will remain blank. Once the camera feed appears behind your text, click the Snap Transition button. This pushes your fully composed visual to the main output instantly. Look back up to the current live slide window. If you see your camera feed and text composited there, the signal is actively broadcasting to your venue's projectors. Because the camera routing is handled natively inside the console, you bypass the need for external video software, consolidating your operation into one manageable interface. You have now constructed a complete layout: high-contrast typography, an environmental glow, and an active live camera feed. You built this entire setup locally, without relying on an internet connection, and entirely for free. As your live productions grow, the cloud tier offers specific tools for larger stages. Activating the trial gives you persistent cloud sync and a wireless phone remote, allowing you to trigger these complex slides while walking around the venue. Whether you stay entirely offline or integrate those cloud features, you now have the skills to engineer a secure, self-contained media hub that keeps you in total control.